Alright, hey all, I believe this is the M384, 384. Let's hope for something good on this. Haven't had anything different today. About 7 trains, nothing different so far. These days, it's a lot more rare. He's braking pretty fast. Is he not making it? Ooh. He is not making it through the tunnel. I don't know. It is very unusual. He's trying to rev it. He didn't make it out of the tunnel. He's about a mile from the tunnel, but the back end of the train, he's not making it up the hill. He's trying to gun it, but he can't pull it. I'm gonna walk down here a little bit. It's a little darker down here, but yeah, he's trying to gun it, but he can't do it. Well, there goes the tunnel for a while. This is the second time I've seen this. Other time was a couple of years ago. He's still back end of the train, is still coming up the hill in the tunnel. Getting lots of glare. We got 2 locos. Not sure what they're going to do now. Well, I'm going to stop her for here and then wait and see what's going on, and then I will continue. Alright, well, I'm not sure what's going on. I didn't hear anything, but the engineer guy got out and he's walking down the track and looking at the track. So I'm not sure what happened, but we'll find out. Alright, so apparently I just heard some news that the train broke in the tunnel. So there's a couple other trains that were waiting to go through the tunnel and just out of town, and they just told them to tie it down. They were going to pick them up and take them out. So obviously nothing's going to be going on for a while. So it must have broke apart or something like that in the tunnel. So that's why he came to a quick stop right here in front where I was filming. He just kind of just braked it right up or whatever, and I couldn't hear on the scanner if there was an emergency mode or whatever, because I didn't have the scanner on me. It's in my van. So I know the engineer or the conductor was down walking the track all the way down to the tunnel, I guess, to take a look and see what, where and what. So we'll find out a little bit more, but it's already 2 o'clock in the morning, so obviously there's not going to be any more trains for quite a while. So we'll go from that and just kind of see. When he gets back, maybe I'll have a chat with him. Alright, the train is starting to move. It's only going to be one part of the train. Other part of it is in the tunnel. So they're trying to pull up what they can right now from a dead stop. But to see how much of the train there is. Sure, it's not easy pulling up the hill from a dead stop like this, so M387. I never seen the conductor come back, but the engineer's still in there, or whichever it is. And the 2506. We're pulling. To see how much of the train that they've got. So they're going to have to pull this all the way up and down, and then either send some other locomotives to try and go down and see what's down there to get they probably got most of it. I don't know. I know we're not going to see a fret at the end because it'll still be in the tunnel. Either way, the tunnel will probably be closed for a little bit. Which means once this comes up, that's probably all I'm going to be getting. Don't think I'm going to wait for them to send some locomotives down to try and get what's still in the tunnel under the river. It's not just a little tunnel. This is the big tunnel that goes from the States to Canada. It's like 2 miles of it underground. And part of this train is still down there. I did not hear of anything, if anything derailed or not. Just the busted knuckles, or the knuckles came unlodged or disconnected or something or another. We'll see how much of this is coming up. Had a bit of a listen on the scanner in my van. These guys do a heck of a job though. Stuff like this does happen, and this is probably one of the better case scenarios, not like what happened a few years back when I think it was something to, I don't know, I think that was the big crash in the tunnel, the big derailment was something to do with the DPU. Something to do with it didn't disengage or something when it was either going down or up, and it slammed in and broke the train apart or something. I don't know the full story. I didn't read it all. This one's just a disconnection. It has happened once or twice before that I've seen in the last couple of years, but it's just kind of neat though that they braked it up right in front of me out here. I don't know if the other guy, the conductor or whatever, is going to be at the back of the train. He might be riding on it instead of walking all the way back up. All I know is that there was one other train that was sitting out of town waiting to come in for scanning to get the tunnel, and they just told them to park them. They're going to send somebody out to pick them up, tie it down. I've spoken to these guys a few times. A lot of them very nice guys. They know what they're doing. Nothing ever runs perfectly, especially when you got a lot of heavy machinery here. Even though I think this train is empty, so probably a good thing. Or at least most of it's empty, I think. Is that the end? Nope, no, still more. Thought it was the end down there, but no, just a couple of low cars. I think most of the train made it up, or made it through. I do know it's about a mile to the tunnel, so if some of it was still in the tunnel and that's where it broke, then there's at least a mile of it that made it up and out. So still, just down around the corner down there, it comes up quite a slope. Even out of the tunnel, there's quite a slope that it's got to go up to get up to where it is here. We'll be able to see if this is all empty or not, if there's anything in these at all. Yes, there is. There is cars in these, so it's not entirely empty. Also, headlights over here, no. Oh, we got another one of those puzzles. Take it apart, put it together in a different order. I'm gonna guess that the engineer or the conductor, whoever it was that walked all the way down to the tunnel, is probably going to be hanging up at the back part of the train. He never did come back up, so. We'll find out if he's there at the end. Hopefully they bring it a little bit further. They might not bring it any further than the Y down there, the end of the train. Because they can take track 2 around it, around the Y down there to go down to the tunnel to get the rest. The end's coming up here. Looks like it's split apart, and maybe the auto racks, or within the auto racks. Looks like that's the last car. Of course, there won't be no Fred on that because it's still in the tunnel. I do not know how many cars are still left down there, but they're going to be going down to get them. They'll have it done and taken care of in no time. Just a bit of a delay for the other trains. Alright, so here comes the end. Not the end of the train, but the end of this part of it. And that's where she broke off. Okay, well, we'll see what's going on.